All right, everybody. Today we have the Move Medical Cannabis Dispensary here in Longwood. We got a nice, beautiful day. Nice, clear skies out here in beautiful Florida. Man, I gotta say, I absolutely love this place. We're on a nice, busy highway area today, so we should have a nice bit of traffic and hopefully not too much road noise. Man, you can tell we're getting close to Orlando. I see a whole lot of nice cars driving by all the time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I started following you like 3 weeks ago.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Driving by some glasses. I'm like, I know him.
Very nice to meet you, man.
Yeah. Keep it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Met a fan and
all right, here's the situation today. We're out in Longwood, Florida, diving straight into another real-life First Amendment check. The objective is straightforward but meaningful. Film in public spaces, watch how people respond, and find out who actually honors constitutional rights when a camera is involved. The weather's clear, traffic's moving, and everything is set for some real interactions. Now, understand this. This isn't about stirring up trouble, it's about exposing it. Some folks know the law, others clearly don't. And that's what we're here to highlight. So stay with it, because the moment people spot that camera, everything can change in an instant. Let's find out who hold their ground on principle and who cracks under the pressure.
oh boy, this guy is setting up his homemade curtain when he drives by, I believe.
Right off the bat, we're drawing attention. One supporter passes by, recognizes what's happening, and shows respect. That's always a strong way to start. But let's be real, not everyone responds like that. This is where things get unpredictable. People are cruising past, staring, forming opinions, trying to piece together what they're seeing. Some are genuinely curious, some back it, and others are already annoyed without even understanding the situation. That's just how these public audits go. You stay planted, camera recording, and everything unfolds around you. Every response says something, and believe me, we're only getting started. Because when uncertainty collides with ego, things can escalate in no time.
No. I'm standing in the same spot. Good for you. Drive away from me. I don't like you here. I don't need your IQ, though. That's okay. You can keep that to yourself. No, I'm going to stand right here. Okay. Have a good day, okay, Karen?
Yeah.
Take it easy, Karen. Have a good one.
Sorry, you got
Okay. You have a good day. Go smoke your weed. Have fun. You seem a little crabby. I'm sure you'll be better afterwards. Okay, Karen. You take it easy, all right? You have a fantastic day.
All right, here it is, the first hint of tension. A passerby reacts, clearly uneasy, try and put space between themselves and the situation, both in words and movement. But that's the reality. Being in a public place means you don't get to dictate who can record just because it makes you uncomfortable. That's not how rights operate. The person behind the camera stays steady, composed, and doesn't budge. No aggression, just standing their ground. Meanwhile, emotions start climbing. You can hear it in their voice, see it in their posture. This is the moment where people reveal how little they actually understand about public spaces and constitutional rights. Instead of simply moving along, they choose to engage, and that's when things start to take a turn.
What's up? Why am I videoing? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you support the Constitution?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, what I do is I go around and I exercise our First Amendment right to the freedom of press and public, and I see if I can find more people like you that support our rights.
I never said you didn't have the right.
What do you mean?
I asked you why you were recording.
Well,
you can choose to answer, but I never said.
No. That's what I do. I see if some people support our rights like you do.
So that's it.
That's it.
That's your goal.
There you go.
To see if someone supports it.
There you go. I'm glad you do. Thank you very much. Take it easy, all right? Have a good one.
Now we're fully in the middle of it. The exchange heats up, words fly, sarcasm creeps in, and frustration starts spilling over. The individual fires off remarks, try and take charge of a situation that was never theirs to control. Meanwhile, the person behind the camera remains steady. That's the crucial part. No intimidation, no aggression, just holding position. This is what unfolds when someone feels confronted but doesn't quite understand the reason behind it. At this point, it's no longer about the camera, it's about pride. And once pride takes over, reason usually fades into background. Pay attention, because moments like this clearly show how people respond when their sense of comfort is challenged out in public.
So after dealing with a few nice people and definitely a few Karens at this dispensary, the traffic kind of died out, so I moved over to the other Move dispensary.
In St. Augustine, Florida. Man, this is absolutely a beautiful place. We're right here. We have a nice, beautiful building. We got the nice palm trees, got the water right in the back. We're right on the water, so hopefully we have a good day out here today.
Things settle down for a moment, and we finally get a more level-headed exchange. Someone walks up with a straightforward question. Why are you recording? And just like that, here's where clear communication counts. The answer is simple. Exercising First Amendment rights and documenting how the public responds. No gimmicks, no hidden motives, just openness. And surprisingly, this person understands it. There's mutual respect. The conversation stays composed, and both sides part ways without any issues. That's exactly how it should happen. Not every encounter has to turn into a clash. Sometimes, a bit of understanding is all it takes. But don't relax just yet. The day is still unfolding, and reactions are far from over. Now the setting changes. The first spot quiets down, so it's time to move on, this time to another dispensary in St. Augustine, Florida. And right away, the vibe feels different. Waterfront scenery, palm trees swaying, everything neat and well kept. It almost feels too calm. But don't get comfortable. A peaceful backdrop doesn't guarantee peaceful interactions. Sometimes those polished environments spark the strongest reactions. The camera is up again, steady and ready, just waiting for what unfolds next. Because in the end, it's never really about the location. It's about how people react when they notice someone actively exercising their rights. All right, here's a quieter stretch, but it still matters. Time moves. The energy starts to build, and you can feel that sense of anticipation creeping in. Not every second is intense or filled with confrontation. Sometimes it's about simply being there, staying grounded, and letting things unfold naturally. The cameraman remains steady, observing, holding the same position. And don't underestimate the silence. It has its place in all of this, because eventually someone will step up, someone will want answers. And when that moment arrives, that's when the real test kicks off again. So stay tuned, because something is definitely on the way.
Filming me, right?
Yeah, I am.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, I can't really hear you with the road noise.
Why are you filming me?
Why am I filming you? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you support the Constitution?
Yeah. That's
You
why
do?
Yeah.
Well, what I do is I go around and I try to find more people like you that support our rights, and I stress test our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public.
Okay. So what's the reason why you're filming? Just to do that?
There you go.
Oh, okay. I just don't want to see myself on the 11 o'clock news going into a...
You might. You never know.
I'd rather not.
You just might.
Because just as much as you have rights, I have rights too, right?
Yeah, but what do you mean, rights? What do you mean?
Like, you have a right,
Right.
First Amendment right,
Yeah.
right? I have a right to my privacy.
Yeah, but not in public, though.
No, but if you're going to put me on public display, I have to sign a release
No, you
saying that
don't.
I want that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
And there it is. Another interaction ignites. A man steps in, questioning the recording, clearly uncomfortable with being on camera. It starts off like a simple exchange, but quickly turns into a back and forth about rights. He brings up privacy, while the cameraman calmly explains the reality. There's no expectation of privacy in a public space. Then comes a curveball. He claims to be a police officer. Now the stakes rise, because if that's true, he should already understand the law. But instead, he starts mentioning things like consent and release forms. That's when the cameraman responds, steady and respectful, but firm in his stance. This isn't just a casual conversation anymore. It becomes a direct clash between actual knowledge and mistaken belief.
Man, I'm a cop.
Oh, you're a cop? Well, you should know a lot better than that because you don't.
I do know.
You should know a lot better than that then.
No, I do.
Clearly you don't.
Why is it that I have to sign a release with ABC?
Because you're in public.
Everybody else?
If you are a cop, you use the same public view doctrine to go and run people's plates in public, and it doesn't matter any.
No, that's not true.
No, it's called the public view doctrine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is, my friend. If you are really a cop, you should know a whole lot better than that.
Really a cop.
Yeah, you are?
Stop taping me.
No.
What you're doing here?
Oh, hold on. I can't really hear you.
Can I ask what you're doing here?
What am I doing? Like, do you not know what I'm doing?
Can I ask what you're doing here?
Sure.
What are you doing here?
I'm just recording.
Why?
Why? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you support the Constitution?
The exchange keeps going, and the pressure in the air starts to build. The cameraman introduces the public view doctrine, a principle law enforcement relies on all the time. And just like that, the dynamic shifts. He's no longer the one being pressed. Now he's the one asking the questions. If you're going to claim authority, you've got to support it with solid facts. But the replies coming back feel uncertain, guarded, a bit shaky. And that's what gives this moment weight. It reveals a gap, not only in understanding, but in confidence as well. The conversation doesn't erupt into chaos, but it doesn't wrap up neatly either. It just slowly trails off. And sometimes that kind of ending speaks louder, TH.
How you doing, brother?
How's it going?
Good. My name's Aaron.
What is it? Eric?
Aaron. A-A-R-O-N. Yeah,
Aaron.
I'm the GM here. I just want to introduce myself. If you want any information on how to get your card, let me know, brother. I know
Sweet.
what you're doing out here. You're doing your thing. You're
I appreciate you trying to come and clean it up, man.
Yeah, you're good, my man.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is exactly how it should be handled. The general manager steps in, calm, professional, and respectful. No hostility, no jumping conclusions, just a clear acknowledgement of what's going on. He understands the situation right away and doesn't attempt to escalate or interfere. That kind of response isn't common. And it stands out. The cameraman meets that same level of composure, keeping things steady and respectful in return. The interaction wraps up on a positive note. This is the kind of equilibrium you want to see in public settings. Awareness without confrontation, respect without overreach. After the earlier tension, it's a welcome change of pace.
Thank you very much, bro.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
Thank you.
Have a good day, my man.
Hey, you too, man.
I appreciate you.
You take it easy, bro. More for you. And there it is. Well, thank you to Aaron for coming over and being very nice, being very cordial. The American flag on the back of his sweatshirt. And all. Oh, is he going to join in? Yes. See, I knew he was okay with it. I knew he was okay with it. Thank you very much for joining in. Take it easy, Mr. Copper. Have a good one, buddy.
All right, things start to ease up here. A bit of humor slips in, and you can see a growing sense of mutual understanding taking shape. Even the earlier tension begins to fade as people get more comfortable with what's actually happening. Suspicion turns into simple acknowledgement, and that shift matters. Once it clicks that there's no threat involved, just a camera and a clear purpose, the entire tone changes. It's almost like watching a switch flip in real time. And honestly, those moments carry just as much weight as the confrontations. They show how even small bits of clarity can genuinely shift how people see the situation.
Augustine police driving by the nation's oldest city. That's what it says. That's interesting. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Another one. Looking good.
If it stays up.
We'll see.
See.
Hey, Aaron, again, thank you very much for being very... again. Sorry, right. It's hard to hear, right?
That's it. No, you're good, brother.
Again, man, thank you very much for being very professional. I really appreciate you. It's not very often that I run into it, so I always like to point it out and thank people,
I'm a political science major. I did 3 years of law school before I came back to cannabis. I get it, brother.
There you go. There you go, man. Take it easy, bro. Have a good day.
Now we get a wider perspective of the surroundings, law enforcement passing by, the city life carrying on, everything operating as usual. No disruption, no escalation, just the normal rhythm of the area continuing uninterrupted. And that's really the key point here. Recording in public doesn't break that flow, it exists within it. The cameraman keeps observing, documenting, and allowing situations to unfold naturally. No interference, no forcing outcomes, just steady presence. And sometimes, that alone is enough to make a point. Not every moment has to be intense to carry meaning. Alright guys, this one is coming to a close. The final exchanges stay calm and respectful, even turning a bit reflective. The manager mentions his background in law, making it clear he actually understands what's going on. And that's where experience really shows. No panic, no confusion, just straightforward awareness. The cameraman acknowledges the professionalism and gives credit where it's deserved. So it doesn't end in chaos, but in clarity and mutual respect. Still, don't get too comfortable, because the next stop is Orlando, and things are expected to ramp up again. Different place, different people, and a whole new set of reactions. Stay tuned, because what's next could get unpredictable.